Do you think that people? You mentioned Paul George. Do you think that people are have been throwing stones at him a little bit too much? I mean, I don't. From last year, I know he didn't have. He had a stretch where he went through a shooting slump. Okay, that's what happened. I remember before he was open about he was dealing with a lot of mental health issues while he was in the bubble. It seemed like nobody cared. You know what I mean? Like, other people talk about their mental health issues, and they're like, okay, they're understanding, they're caring. It seemed when Paul George said it, I was like, you know what I mean? And then after he didn't play well, after he was talking about it, they're like, and then they started throwing stones. Do you think
It's
it's a
one of
little bit
those.
much? Or?
It's one of those things. In my opinion, it is. I think it's like in sports in general. It's like for whatever reason, certain guys get a pass. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes, like certain guys, like I look at it like like they try and be on Paul George for whatever. And this is not to pit anybody against anything, but like at the same time, they won't say anything about Kawhi. And I love them both, but it's just like it's like you could compare that to like I guess like the Yankees when they had Jeter and A-Rod. It was like A-Rod was being criticized at every turn, and
Right.
Jeter was like the superhero no matter what. So it's like sometimes I think in sports we know sometimes it just you
It's
don't
happened
get viewed that way. Like I feel like I never got viewed as a defender, right, D Miles?
Yeah, you know that though. No, but I think with PG too, it's like, man, you can't feed into it. You can't
Yeah.
be like, oh, you steady said I'm playoff P, I'm playoff P, I'm playoff P, and then
Right.
when you don't come in, you got to expect the backslash for it.
That
But
makes
like, I'm
sense.
so proud of him and this year and how he came back from that season and how he's playing, his mindset. I just DM'd him the other day and just told him how, just out the blue, just told, hey man, I'm proud of you, man. You out there looking good, you looking happy, you look like you in the zone. And it's just like, man, when
Well,
you feed
hooping.
into the media and you want to go back and forth, you gotta know that these backslide, this the era we in. It's coming.